Alright, here's my 86 Capri. I'm going to be vlogging on getting it running, I guess. It's 5.0 Canyon Red with it was charcoal gray. AOD automatic, as you can tell. Doors locked, so I can't get in it. Last time it was tagged was in San Jose, California in July of 2003. Yes, I'm going to be trying to get this thing running. No, it is a Mercury Capri. Someone just put Mustang GT wheels on it. So, anyways, I flushed the lines, new filter, cleaned the tank out, put new gas in, even though it's bad again somehow. It's only been in there for like a couple days. I don't know, I probably have to pull the tank and send it down to a radiator shop to be boiled if I want to do it the right way, but, anyways, I, paid $1,900 for the car, so... Well, right now I just put in a new fuel pump because I did have a new one in there, but they sent me the wrong one. It's for a carburetor, and these things require at least 40 pounds operating pressure to work the injectors. So, right now I'm going to be testing if the fuel is inflammable. So, first let's turn the key to the on position. Stupid door buzzer. Okay, you can hear it on camera, but it is running. What I'm going to do. Battery's a little dead, so I'm probably going to drain it, but I'm going to disconnect the battery. It's in the on position, so when I connect it back up, the pump will start running again. Get my pliers, which, what did I just do with them? Get my pliers, which are in here. And the little, what do you call it? Fuel pressure, Schrader valve. So it can be right here, back behind the, I can't remember this thing right here, the runner. So as you can tell, right there, under where my pliers are, there's a little Schrader valve. What I'd like to do is I'm just gonna press on it. Alright, and I'm gonna connect the battery with press and get gas all over my pliers. Oh, it's spraying gas everywhere, that's a good sign. Oh, now it's all over me. Great. Alright, so now what I'm going to do, I'm going to take my pliers. I'm going to light them on fire, see if they're good or not. So, come on. Gas flammable. Yes, it is, as you can tell. No, it's not. So that's a good sign. That means that the gas is indeed flammable. Which means I am getting fresh gas up to the tank, and I am getting good pressure because before in the old pump, you press the Schrader valve and it only shoot to about right here. But this one, as you can tell, it even shot down there, which, you know, whatever. Oh, it even shot along the hood, which, as you can tell, is starting to evaporate. Anyways, it means we have good pressure. So, it means we have good pressure. So, I'm going to try. Probably hear the fuel running through there. I'm going to try and start it. The battery isn't too dead, so press the key a couple times, get fuel up there. It definitely wants to run. Do you prime it? Oh, battery's dead. Alright, well, I thought I'd... Stupid. On these cars, there's a little button under the column you gotta press. Then you can turn the key all the way back. Anyways, I'm gonna charge the battery, but in order to work on it, I'm just gonna take my Volkswagen. I'm gonna move it over here and just jump it. So I'll do that. Jumper cable's connected for my Volkswagen. Let's fire it up. Diesel, so it can't be revving it because it's cold. Alright, so I'll just let that idle for a couple minutes and should be charged. Alright, I just sprayed some starting fluid in the intake to see if it'll fire. Just put the key in the ignition. It's just proof that it has spark, by the way, and that's just not a problem. Key on. It does have spark, but I don't think spark was ever the issue here. Anyways, probably take off the jumper cable. Take it off and see if it'll fire in the tune. Prime. Okay, that was without starting fluid. Oh, it might be starting to clear itself up. Alright. By the way, another problem with the column that I'm having is over here in the key ring. This is like, you know, the off position, or like the position before all the way back, but you can't take it all the way back unless you have both hands. Anyways, this right here would normally be the on position, but you have to like hold it all the way against the start position so it'll actually fire. So I'm thinking that when it does fire a little bit, that when I let off the key, that it's like bringing it back to the non-point. But I don't know, because with the starting fluid, it fires when I let go of the key, so. Okay, it's starting to clear itself up. So, anyways, while I'm in here, I should probably give you a tour. The thing I like about this car is it has a cassette player. That's pretty cool. I like the retro stuff in this car. And I got my 6 Grand Illusion album. I like them. In the glove box, I have all the emblems because this car was painted. Back in the 80s, they had, you know, Oral Shine paint jobs, or 90s, I guess, too. Where, you drive it into a stand, they just spray it on, no primer, just boom, boom, couple coats, you're out. They just taped off your windows, and that was it, and your glass and stuff. And, they, whatever emblem glue they used at the place obviously wasn't good enough. Anyways, let's try firing it again. See, look. As you can tell, the brake light comes on when the key's on. And if I hold the key right here, I just gotta move it that much, and then it finally takes the on. Anyways. Holding the throttle open a little, I'm hoping that'll help. So. Sounds like I'm running the battery low. Let's, give it some more fuel. There's a lot of clumping coming back from back there. Alright, well, I guess I'll go back there and look at the pump, see what's making that noise. Could just be the filter, because the filter was too big. Now, it is in the housing, but, I mean, it's good enough where, like, I trust it to go down the road, but it's kind of not all the way in this little hole there, so it could just be moved around with all the pressure. Anyways, come on, stupid. Fortunately, this car is not ordered with power locks, and if you got power door locks, it's got power rear hatch. Anyways, move my car cover out. Now, on Fox bodies, normally you have to drop the tank, but I just got too lazy and did it this way, because I knew I was probably going to have to pull the sock and pump a couple times. Oh, that's the problem. The O-ring is loose. Huh. I just forgot to tighten that. Alright, well, oh, yeah, shit, look at that. Alright, well, let's disconnect the pump, put on a new one. Alright, got the new O-ring and seal right here. I had an extra one lying around for this, luckily, since I had 2 pumps that had 2 O-rings. Anyways, I'll just angle that right there. Yeah, right there. Alright. We're gonna open the O-ring bag. It's got a new seal, but the seal is brand new, so I'm not even gonna bother. It's not ripped or anything, I looked over it. Alright, it goes in this way. So just kind of slide it over the lines. Which, luckily, the disconnect lines that were normally on these that people hate actually were pretty good condition, because they came off with pretty ease with the tool that I got. Obviously the metal one, because plastic board line tools are the stupidest invention. Alright, I had a flathead around here somewhere. Alright, right here. Got it. Probably bumped it. Alright, so now that I got that, probably gonna move the camera. So, move it back a little. It's kind of leaning against some wires. I want to move the little cutout, the wire loose. So, anyways, take a flat blade. It is sliding on. So I guess the old O-ring was bad. I figured I could reuse it, but whatever. Oh shit. Just popped up. Uh-oh. Is this one bent? It is. What? Alright, let's just get that, like, in there, and I'll chisel that down. Little tab here on this side. 3 of them. The one on this side, I guess, is bent a little, so it won't lock in. So let's just go like this. And going just like that. Let's connect everything. This one goes to here. This is your feed. This one right here is your return, which last time when I went to go pull off the pump, there was no liquid in the return line, so that's why I knew it wasn't firing and giving it pressure. But when I went to go pull it off this time, there was liquid in it, which means that it is firing and it is returning fuel back that it doesn't need, which means it's a really good sign. So it's starting to, it's wanting the fire. That's for sure. It wants the fire so bad. Cars are meant to be driven, so all right. So back. My trunk's kind of a mess, but since I work on this thing a lot, it's basically my toolbox. So, put it back so I can close the trunk. So I have the keys and the ignition, and if I need to get to the trunk, I just hit it once to the right, and then when I need to, I can just lift up on it. Anyways, let's get the key. Stick it in the ignition. Oh, come on, there you go. I can hear the pump, but it's really quiet. And it's not banging around. All right, let's see. Will it fire? We're starting 20 years, maybe. Oh, damn, my finger got in the way. All right, well, it wants to fire. All right, also another thing is, you know, as we can tell, the brake light comes on, but if I jiggle the wheel and stuff, it turns it off, but whatever. Now, you may be wondering, maybe the cam position sensor is bad and it's not letting the fuel run. I've tested that theory. I've run it off of starting fluid. I've had someone take a stethoscope to the pump in the back. They can hear it running. So. My battery's starting to die. Anyways, probably have to make a part 2 on this, but let's just check out the interior in the meantime. I think who this is. Okay, I recognize the camera though. Oh, Billy Joel, Piano Man. I think this came out in 80. I think it came out in 81. I don't know. I'm not from that era, so I just roll up the window. One last fire. See, it wants to fire, but ultimately it needs a new battery because I've been trying to start this thing so much with the old pump before knowing it's a bad pump. Come on, you got it. There you go. I've been trying to fire it so much with the old pump that I was charging it constantly and stuff. And the cells went bad, I guess, from charge and use and charge and use. That's why I recommended jumping it. That way there's a slight draw on it. I don't know. Anyways, let's get my pliers. So I'm sure the injectors are dirty on it. I mean, they're good because before, if I prime the key enough, which the battery's dead and I gotta get some more gas to it. I'm gonna get 91 to help it eat all that shit up better. Before you'd prime it, I don't know, 30 times, which sounds like a lot, but this is on the old pump where it wasn't making enough pressure. And if you build that pressure in the fuel line and stuff and the filter and all that, it'd fire and it'd idle perfectly. No misses, no nothing for a little bit. So, yeah, I don't know. It'd be a good car for me. I like the stance on it. People keep... Why is there a rock in my tire? Alright, well... Yeah. Just do it back over there. Yeah, it's gonna be a good car. Now, it was originally charcoal gray. Everything right here and down was gray. As you can tell, it's come through back here. And I even decided to repaint the grill, see what would come out, but it's gonna come out pretty good. Yeah, it's got the Marshall lights, which I think this would be considered an RS Capri, which is like the Rally Sport, just a couple trim packages. But 86 only last year of the car, first year for fuel injection. Only year where RSs were not made in America. And DSL in this car is 72, which is San Jose. The original dealership is Joe Kearley, Lincoln Mercury, San Jose. Anyways, RSs were only made in Canada. So where this would be considered a RS, it's actually a 50L, they call it 5.0L. So I'm gonna go down to a body shop and get some M glue and fix it up. There's only oh shit. There's only oh, I also painted that, but the clips broke on it. There's only I got a Marty report on it. 711 made like this, or at least in this paint and trim code. So yeah, it also needs a dash. It's all ripped. That's the induction for if you do the recycle, you know, circular air in the air conditioning. And then this is the speaker. So I'm gonna put Kenwoods in this, I think. The cassette player doesn't work, unfortunately. I'm just gonna pull it apart and get a belt set. There's a belt for the motor broke. So yeah, no, I'm excited to get this running. It's gonna be a good car, and the best part is that it's California. Apparently these things rust out pretty easy. I turn the rust out right here, all along here behind the rear wheel. Which, as you can tell, someone had fun in this car. When this car was parked, it was everything was serviced on it. Oh, it's just has Coney kickback shocks. Anyways, everything was serviced on it. New tires, oil change, filters everywhere. Just stuff like that. The injectors were cleaned, everything. Like a couple months before it was parked. And yeah, I got the title, and the person who I got it from, last time it was registered, or when they bought it, it's Halloween of 2000, 10/31/2000. So yeah, well, hope you guys enjoyed this. Kind of windy here in Reno. So yeah, no, as you can tell, when the Earl shined their paint job, they went right over the chrome. So, alright, anyways, I'm gonna go end the video now, I guess. So, alright, thanks.